Hi, I'm Angelina Gusta, and I'm so glad that you stopped by the channel. I want to share a story with you, and it's a story about friendship. And the story I want to share with you is a story that I read in a simple book that I have with a compilation of stories, uh, inspirational stories, stories that are short and they are sweet. And the one I read about Jesse Owens, the famous Olympic medalist, that story was very sweet, and it was entitled A Gold Medal Friendship. And because of that story, I'm making this video about my friend. And so I want to share with you the story. And I thought it was such a sweet story. And it's a story of two Olympic medalists. And the story takes place in Berlin, Germany in 1946. And the story says that Adolf Hitler was in the stands. Jesse Owens was trying to qualify for this particular race. And he had 3 attempts to qualify. And he had already taken 2 of those attempts and failed. Lutz Long walked over to Jesse Owens, and Jesse Owens extended courtesies to Lutz Long first. The story goes that Jesse Owens reached out his hand and say, hi, how are you? And it's reported that Lutz Long said, the story is not about how I'm doing, but how are you doing? He said, you can do this with your eyes closed. He knew Jesse was talented, and he gave Jesse some tips to help him qualify in that race. And the story goes that Jesse qualified on that last time that he had to would have to attempt to qualify for the race. And they became lifelong friends until the death of Lutz Long. And I thought it was the sweetest story because after reading that story and thinking about what the Bible says about friends, that was just an amazing story to me. And the story was so amazing because, you know, the Bible has a lot to say about friends, but there's one particular verse that I thought about when I read this story, and that is the Bible says that a man who has friends must himself first be friendly. And so I think it was wonderful to see Lutz Long walk over to Jesse Owens, no matter who was there, who thought what. He walked over to Jesse Owens and he gave Jesse a few tips that helped him qualify on the last time that he had to qualify. And then Jesse Owens extended courtesies to him first. What an awesome and amazing story that is. The Bible says that you must first show yourself friendly. And then the Bible says in that same verse, Proverbs 18:24, it says, but there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Isn't that just amazing? There's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Now, my friend, Lemoyne, my sweet friend that I met back in 1996, 97-ish, somewhere thereabout, extended courtesies to me. What a sweet friend she has been throughout all these years. And I want to just say that I love her and that she is an awesome and sweet friend. And I'm so glad that we've had this friendship that has endured through decades now. What an awesome, awesome privilege it is to have a wonderful friend. You know, I've heard that if you have one true friend, just one, you have more than your fair share. And so I'm so thankful that I have some sweet friends in my life. Lemoyne has been my longest friend, however, and I'm so thankful for her. You know, the Bible has a lot to say about friendship, and it says, Proverbs 17:17, it says, a friend loves at all times. What a blessing that is. A friend loves at all times. And there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Isn't that just beautiful? Aren't those beautiful verses? You know, I listen to a lady named Tiffany Montgomery. And I remember one night she said, I was listening to her one night, and she said, I don't know what I've done, but I've hit the friendship jackpot because I have some wonderful friends. Oh, I thought, so sweet. It made me think about my life and my own friends, and not just having friends, but being a friend, and being the kind of friend that you would want to have in a friend. And so I was thinking about Tiffany and what she said, and I read a few more Bible verses, and I smiled to myself thinking about that, because Tiffany is a millionaire. And the Bible says, the poor man is hated even by his own neighbor, but the rich has many friends. That's Proverbs 14:20. The poor man is hated by his own neighbors, but the rich has many friends. And then also it says in Proverbs 19:4, it says, wealth makes many friends, but the poor is separated from his friend. Wealth makes many friends, but the poor is separated from his friends. And so I love what the Bible talks about friendship and how important it is, and how God is a friend like none other. And I'm a friend of God's, I'm a friend of his, and I love it. And I'm so glad that you stopped by, and I hope you're encouraged to think about your friend, and maybe even tell your friend how much you love and care about them. Again, I'm Angelina Gusta. I'm so glad that you stopped by my channel to hear and see my friend, and hear my story about friendship and how important it is and how wonderful it's been in my life. Thank you so much. Remember that this is Lighthouse and Anchor, and storms are inevitable. Anchors are immovable. And I'm so glad that you're here. And today is a good day to tell somebody about Jesus. Have a great day.